Welcome to a 20-minute full body, no weights necessary workout. We are going to start our workout with 4 warm-up exercises to really warm up our whole body. We are going to start with a really simple exercise just to get our abdomen warmed up. It is called a C curve. We are going to sit straight up and then slowly recline backwards without lifting our feet off the ground, keeping our core and our back engaged. We are going to be here for 10 reps. The next exercise that we are going to be doing is called the hundreds, and that is just leaning back into our C curve and pulsing our arms up and down for 100 reps. And even though 100 reps probably sounds like a lot, it goes by really fast, so just give it your all and keep that core tight and engaged as you recline back into that C curve, getting your 100s in. And as you finish up those 100s, we are going to be switching to a push-up position. These first warm-up push-ups, we are just going to do modified style, so with your knees down. You can of course do them in an unmodified way if you would prefer, but we can save that for later on in the workout probably. We are here for 10 reps. Taking a quick break because I'm sure we are starting to feel a little bit of the burn in this warm up. We are going to stand up now and do some side leg lifts for each leg. So keeping that leg that is stabilizing us slightly bent, lifting out to the side for 5 reps, and then we are going to do the same exact thing on the other side. We're going to be doing 3 workout sequences. We are about to start the first one in a standing up position with our hands behind our head. We are going to stand and crunch our knee up towards our elbow, crunching our midsection in for 10 reps. The next exercise we are going to move to is a pulse squat. So just squatting down and pulsing for 10 at the bottom. And then our next exercise is going to be leg circles. So standing on one leg, you are going to lift the other leg and pull it up into a 90-degree angle and then extend it out to the side in somewhat of a circular motion. We are going to do 5 per leg. Once we get done with the 5 reps on this leg, then we are going to repeat that workout sequence, those 3 workouts again. giving ourselves a little bit of a break, a little bit of a rest before we go back into those standing crunches with our arms behind our head, feet shoulder width distance apart, and pulling our knee up towards our opposite elbow with each crunch for 10 reps. After we finish up our reps here, we are now moving into our pulse squat, just 10 pulses at the bottom. And then finally moving on to our standing leg circles. This is probably going to be the most challenging exercise of this first set of 3. This first set is really just to get our bodies warmed up, to really go a little bit harder in the middle of our workout and at the end of our workout. These exercises should be a little bit more gentle on you. Doing 5 reps with this leg, and then we are going to do that set one last time before we move on to a different workout sequence. Finishing up, taking a bit of a rest before we do our final round of this sequence. Starting shoulder width distance apart, arms behind our head, we are doing opposite crunch, opposite elbow to opposite knee. Ten reps here. This exercise is probably starting to challenge your balance a little bit as you start to get more warmed up and a little bit more tired. It gets more difficult to balance yourself. Moving into our pulses, pulsing for 10 at the bottom. And then finishing out this workout sequence with those 5 leg circles on each leg. As you can see, these are becoming even more challenging for myself. So if you are doing this workout and you are starting to struggle to hold your balance for these leg circles, that is completely fine and completely normal. Keep your form as solid as you can while still performing this exercise to the best of your ability. Moving on to our second set of exercises for this full body workout, we are going to be doing some core focused exercises for this round. So starting laying down, we are going to extend our legs up, arms behind our head, and we are going to reach for the opposite toe with the opposite arm for 10 reps. And then moving on from this exercise in this core burner sequence, we are going to drop one leg, pulling the other towards us, and then just switching our legs, doing some scissor kicks for 10 reps as well. And the final exercise in this sequence, take a little break if you need to, but we are going to be doing a ball extension, what I like to call it anyways, pulling ourselves into a ball and then extending ourselves out long for 10 reps. I really like doing these ab series in a very fast way and in a very continuous way. Maybe not necessarily fast is the correct word to use, but I like to keep the abs engaged at all times. I don't like for there to be a lot of downtime. This is how I have seen the best results with my abdomen and my tummy area. And so when I'm doing these ab exercises, you'll see me take periodic breaks. I'm really just listening to my body and doing it at the rate at which I need to, but I do personally believe that these workouts are most effective when you don't take a ton of breaks and you continue to keep that core engaged. So we are going to start our second round of this set, moving into those toe reaches for 10 reps. As you can see, I'm taking a break here in between my toe reaches and my scissor kicks, which I did not before, but the more you do these exercises, the more challenging they'll get throughout the workout. So please give yourself the grace that you need. Moving into our scissor kicks for 10 reps. And finally moving into our ball extensions, holding ourselves in a ball and then extending our arms and legs out long. 10 reps here, and then we have one more round of that workout sequence. One more round here. Last set of scissor kicks for this 20-minute full body. Taking one last break for this sequence as we are about to finish with our ball extensions. Ten more reps to finish out this sequence before we move on to our third and final sequence for this workout. Giving it all you've got here with those ball extensions, keeping that form really good and tight, even if it takes you a little bit longer. We have reached our final set for this full body 20-minute workout. This is going to be set 3 and our stretch. We are going to be starting set 3 in a plank position. So we can go ahead and get situated, and we are going to be doing leg lifts. So we are going to be doing 10 reps, 5 per leg, lifting each leg one at a time. Next, we are going to move into some push-ups. We are going to do 10, and Feel free to do your push-ups in plank style and stay in the position that you were just in, or you can modify them as I'm doing here. Because after we finish these push-ups, we are actually just going to go back into a plank, and we are going to hold that for a period of time. About 10 seconds. Now we are going to take a quick break because we are doing that sequence 2 more times before we finish out this workout and get a good stretch. So give yourself the rest that you need as we are finishing this workout. Going back into our plank position for our leg lifts, lifting opposite leg each time. Of course, you could do all 5 reps at once and then move to the other leg and do 5 reps. It's really however you prefer. I am doing them one at a time and at the same time. So it's really up to you and however you would prefer. Moving into our push-ups, taking a little bit more of a break this time, starting for 10 reps. Taking a break about halfway through. Now moving into our plank hold. And after this, we only have 1 more set of that, and we are going to be moving into our stretch. So take a break here to give this last set all you've got, remembering that this has been a really hard workout, really intense on our whole body. So finish out strong, but give yourself some grace. Moving into that plank position to finish out our final 10 leg lifts. Keeping our core engaged, keeping our body stable. As you can see, my body doesn't move a ton as I'm doing this exercise, as in my midsection. That is what you want to really keep that core and that back engaged. Finishing our last 10 push-ups really strong. If you need to, of course, take a break in the middle or take 2 breaks or however many you need. As you can see, I like to take a break somewhere in the middle. If I'm getting tired with my push-ups, I do about 5 and then I'll do the other 5. But take as many breaks as you need. Push-ups are really challenging, especially if you're not used to doing them. Moving into one last final plank hold before we finish out with a quick stretch. Moving into Cobra from that plank, starting our stretch, stretching that abdomen, and then moving back into a child's pose, stretching our back and our arms. These are just quick, simple, easy stretches that I like to do, but of course, please do as many or as little as you would like. I like to do some cat-cows, arching my back and extending it up. Some quick arm stretches because we know that that exercise was really hard on our arms, especially in the beginning. And the end, really. Stretching behind your head. But really just feeling your own body and what stretching you feel is necessary for you. Standing up just for some quick leg stretches. This is also helping stretch the back. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for weekly workouts. I really appreciate all the support that you all have given me so far. Thanks. Have a good one.